Okay, there is nothing else useful, I suspect, here. Alright, so last time on Dragon Ball Z, Mega Man Battle Network, we were, let's see, something something Count Zap, something something Proto Man. Wow, the PTSD was so bad we have to go back to Dintown via the net.
We have a little bit of plot to do, but we actually have battles to do, which is awesome because we can show off this deck now. We have had a funny stroke of luck where we do a themed deck, and then at the end of the segment we're at, the boss specifically counters the type of chip we were using. Last time we were using lob type bombs, most of which were Quake, and that actually, first off, we were using all swords, and a boss completely countered that, which we then switched to Quakes, which was the counter of that guy, but was countered by a different guy. And then we went to cannons, which was great until the
Proto Man fight,
which specifically counters cannons because cannons are too slow.
Yeah.
Anything that isn't instant speed is too slow for Proto Man. So all cannons, what's that?
Right, but also we discovered that we cannot count the alphabet at all.
The alphabet is numbers, as we've always known.
Yes, and I cannot count the alphabet. Because here's the thing. Program advances come in a sequence of 3 letters. And for some odd reason, my brain could not figure out, I don't know, like J, K, L, and M? They just didn't go in order correctly?
You see, the program advance was B, Q, and M in that order exactly. Definitely, exactly that. I don't know.
That's just wrong.
And that's just there permanently. You can't decode the data. I think you need some sort of access for that, but it's like...
I think it's something we already picked up that can't be picked up again. Government complex going down and to the right leads to Dintown. That was important.
Wow, the NPC we ignored last time had useful information? NPCs have useful information? I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Well, I mean, at least they know how to tell me directions in this game.
Can you put the volume up for everything?
Sure. Let's see. Ooh. Time is skipping on us.
Not the TV.
Oh.
Just us.
Yeah.
Let us know how the sound is. We're trying to make some adjustments to see if that works.
Yes.
But yeah, back to your regularly scheduled cannons. One of the most amazing things about this setup is it makes these fights pretty trivial. It's very convenient.
Except when they're not. Oh!
The fire towers are fun. Fire towers, aqua towers, and wood towers try to not be in the area Whoa, mines! Oh goodness! It's
okay.
top left or top right behind some of those fires. Oh goodness!
Oh. I'm every cannon. It's all in me. Gonna shoot this thing right down. Yeah.
Wow!
Woo!
Woo. Hot toes. And
Oh.
no hot toes today, but the wood towers are very unique in where they do punish slow chips. Cannons are. I really used to think cannons were fast until we had an all cannon deck.
I've always thought cannons were slow. They're kind of like lob chips, but more direct, and so I trust them a little more.
Yeah, and we're seeing exactly how it goes. At the very least, there's no difference in timing. We just gotta know our deck. This chip challenge that we've been doing has been a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of different varieties. I liked the fire deck where everything was Fs, and then it was just pure Fs in the chat, just for everything that was dying.
I just want to inform you that I was so chip paralyzed by the sight of all these cannons that I did not realize I could just one-shot him.
He has 90 health. What's that?
Yeah, it just doesn't register to a mega cannon.
I am very surprised that we haven't seen a single program advance yet so far. Not that it's been required at all yet, but it just kind of is.
Oh, that's
surprisingly
convenient.
common.
Mega Man, go through the net towards Stintown. I think we're doing that, yeah. Wait, was that? Aww. That was sadness, that's what that was.
Regular cannons do not have extra speed. In this game, it is exactly the same animation, but we did buff the deck a little bit because regular cannons are A, B, and C. We have the Invis chip, which makes you invulnerable for a while, and that is in C. So if you are using base cannons, you get a little bit of a buff because you've got some invulnerability in the process. I wish that regular cannons had a bit of a buff because without anything else, 40 damage doesn't cut it in. It isn't sufficient in the later areas, but it's still real fun. Surprisingly, we learned something really cool last stream. That is, in this game, enemies go into, or bosses go into an invincibility animation if they are hit by a certain amount of damage, and most cannons are higher than that threshold except for the base cannons, so you can just keep firing on them with the Zeta Cannon Program Advance.
Okay, you guys are gonna call me a wimp, but I am prioritizing, like, being literally invisible right now. Because I do not want to, get hit by these wood towers. They are brutal. No joke. Like, this guy can do 80 damage just out of the blue. So I'm gonna Mega Buster him out of existence as fast as I can.
And yeah, 80 damage is the key. In this game, because you heal after every single fight, they made all the enemies do a ton of damage. If you get hit 3 times, you're usually dead or almost dead.
Yeah, especially when you're fighting on the level. Like, it's dependent on where you're at, very much so. But, right now, because we're doing story stuff, we're pushing forward. And our pushing forward is gonna lead to a lot of this, situation where we have enemies that do, like, 80 to 90 damage, and it's ridiculous. It's like being hit by a sword, which is particularly hard to land on purpose. It's actually kind of like a skill thing to be able to hit swords consistently.
And I was reminded that this area is no joke, and that we should save after this battle.
Right. Because I remember that, we had a nightmare chat. It was a nightmare chat. That we got deleted here. But it didn't happen. It never happened. That's right, folks. It didn't happen.
We learned a lot of things last stream.